Hello, friends. Good evening. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday today. Once again, we are back with our live talk series related to career growth, the topics which impact your career, the topics which has a direct connection to how do you grow in your career. Okay, so let me just check if I do have the right connection. Are there any connection issues? Okay, so till now it seems we are going good. So, friends, good evening once again. My name is Ritiman Chakravarti. Who am I? I'm an author, a trainer, and an ICF certified career coach. I work with young professionals, helping them to grow in their career. Someone who has got a particular career goal, they want to achieve that career goal, and they need a little bit of support, a little bit of push. That's what my intention is, by guiding them towards the right direction so that they can achieve their career goal quickly, not waiting for that 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years. So, as a part of that effort, every Sunday I come live to share a few tips related to a certain aspect of your career growth, something which is very critical aspect of your career. And if you take the right step in the right direction, possibly you'll be closer to your career growth goal. So, as a part of the process, I always request that if you're here, then please like, share, and put your comments on the comment section. I'll be putting your comments and will show your comments live here. Okay, thank you for being here. Whomsoever is right now live, you can show your presence by just commenting a thumbs up or something like that, so I'll know that you're right there with me. Today's topic, friends, we are looking into a particular aspect of the stage in our life, in our career life, which is called the midlife. In the midlife, what exactly midlife is, though? First of all, I think that there can be different versions of the midlife, but popularly midlife is known as a period wherein you cross 40. So beyond 40, any particular age up to your professional age, that means till when you want to continue your profession, that can be considered as a midlife. I don't consider anything as an end of life as such. Okay, so everything's sort of a midlife beyond 40. So we are actually talking about today for that category of professionals who are above 40, and they are thinking about their career change. That's what the subject and the topic of discussion for today. Okay, now there was a study that was done in early 2022, and it was found that 4 out of 5 Indians are actually looking for a job change. In terms of percentage, it was looking at approximately 92% of the respondents of that survey said that, yes, I'm looking for a change this year. Now, this survey that was done, it was conducted among different age groups of respondents. Now, within that age group, I'm sure that the survey also targeted people above 40 years. And if out of the total respondents, 92% said that I want to change my job, I'm sure a pretty good percentage of people above 40 years of age were also of the viewpoint that they would like to change their job. So let's discuss then. I mean, at that particular age, when you think of changing your job, then approach कैसे करें? Oh yes, we are supposed to have this talk in both the languages, English and Hindi. So let me not forget कि हमें हिंदी में भी बात करना है. So हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे कि दोनों लैंग्वेज को एक साथ में मिला के we continue this particular call, right? Let's look at certain aspect कि होता क्या है हम लोग जब मतलब 40 साल से ऊपर जब हो जाते हैं. इनफैक्ट 40 साल से ऊपर के लोगों में एक चीज तो देखा जाता है that we want to do something which is of significance to our life. कुछ ऐसा जिसके लिए लोग हमें याद करें, right? So something like this that happens when you approach 40s, 50s and beyond. So it's quite natural to take a stock of where you are and whether it is the right time to make a move or not. तो उस टाइम में हम लोग थोड़ा सा बैठ के सोचते हैं कि अच्छा तो यहां से यहां तक तो आ गए. Where am I right now? Where do I want to go forward? So that's what we look at in this particular phase. But at the same time, since you are a middle-aged person, about 40, you know that you also have a lot of responsibilities by that time, right? घर के खर्चे बढ़ रहे हैं, आपको बहुत सारे एक्सपेंसेस लाइफ के बढ़ चुके हैं टिल दैट टाइम. जब आप 30s में हैं, possibly that time you have a small family to take care, and now at 40s you have a large family to take care. बच्चों का फ्यूचर, यू नो, आपके सपने जो अधूरे सपने हैं, फैमिली के सपने, घूमने जाना है, ये खरीदना है, वो खरीदना है. There are so many things, right? You also need to plan about your future of your health, the insurances, etc. बहुत कुछ सोचने पड़ते हैं. And because इतना कुछ सोचना पड़ता है, you cannot take a hasty decision of moving in your career. बोलना आसान होता है, but move करना उतना ही difficult होता है. Yes, Neeraj ji, you are saying that it's true. Yes, thanks for commenting. So that's what happens at that particular age. लगता है कि हमें चेंज करना चाहिए, but at the same time, so many different type of thought process haunt us. क्या हम कर सकते हैं ऐसा? So ये कश्मकश है. तो how to do, how to address this requirement of our mind कि कुछ तो करना है. At the same time, what also happens is that जो भी जॉब आप करंटली कर रहे हो at that age, आप उस जॉब को you start looking at from another perspective. Is this job making a sense to my life's purpose? हंसिएगा मत, बट एट दैट पर्टिकुलर एज थोड़ा सा फिलोसॉफिकल थॉट आना चालू होते हैं. सो देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, यू नो. बियॉन्ड अ पर्टिकुलर एज, दैट पर्टिकुलर थॉट इज श्योर टू कम. इन एवरीवन्स लाइफ इट कम्स. एक बार हम लोग सोचते हैं क्या व्हाट एवर आई एम डूइंग, इज इट, am I destined to do this activity? Am I doing something really good? Am I making a difference into the world? Am I making a difference in other people's life? So at that particular age, people want मतलब समझना चाहते हैं, मेरी जिंदगी का मतलब क्या है, मेरे कैरियर का मतलब क्या है. And yes, because of that, you feel like that I have to do something purposeful and understand who you really are as a human being. Now, ये बात तो समझ में आ गया कि चलो मिड लाइफ में कैरियर चेंज के बारे में एक थॉट प्रोसेस मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल विल बी फेसिंग. बट क्वेश्चन है कि मेरे दोस्त, दिस इज नॉट दैट इजी. इट्स easier said than done. At a midlife, it is not a small task. It is not a simple task. Now, this process might be very rewarding after a certain period of time once you become successful in changing your career. But at the same time, we know that this is very complicated and difficult, mere dost. It's not easy. Because it is not easy, it requires a lot of commitment from your side and a clear understanding that what exactly your priorities are in life और आप exactly क्या करना चाहते हो. बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस आपके सामने आ सकते हैं. There can be different options that can come before you when you are thinking at this stage of life to make a change in your career. What kind of options? Well, one of the options obviously could be, should I change my current organization? सबसे पहला थॉट वही आता है, राइट? इस जॉब में, इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मुझे पर्पस नहीं मिल रहा है. So should I change to some other organization wherein I may get my purpose? Possibly the kind of business, kind of products that the other organization is dealing with, you are more connected to that particular product, that particular service. Maybe उसमें आपको अपना पर्पस दिखता है, हो सकता है. But apart from that, there can be few other options for you, apart from only changing the organization or changing the industry. Now, these kind of options could be like this. This can be flexible work options. क्यों ना अपना खुद का कुछ बिजनेस शुरू किया जाए? हाँ, राइट? बहुतों का मन में इस तरह के सवाल आते हैं, राइट? क्यों ना अपना कुछ किया जाए? क्यों ना कुछ कंसल्टिंग एक्टिविटी किया जाए? और क्यों ना कुछ फ्रीलांस एक्टिविटी किया जाए? Believe me, at this stage, you have acquired a lot of confidence because you have been working in a particular area for quite some time now, maybe 15 years, more than 15 years, 20 years for some people. So जब आप 15-20 साल से कुछ काम करते हो, उसके ऊपर आपका एक पकड़ आ जाता है, आप कॉन्फिडेंट फील करते हो. You feel that now I'm in a position wherein I can actually give guidance to someone else. I can actually teach someone else. Why not? That may be a very good effort and initiative from your side, extending a hand of support to someone else who needs it. And who knows it better than you, because you have already spent 15 years, 20 years. Maybe आपके लाइफ में, आपके कैरियर में आपने भी किसी का हाथ पकड़ा होगा, राइट? When you started your career, आपने भी किसी का सपोर्ट लिया होगा, राइट? And आपको that thing has helped you to grow in your career till now. And why not you doing the same thing for someone else, giving it back? That's what, as human being, should be our purpose. Whatever we have received from the society, कोई भी opportunity हमें मिलता है, try to give it back, try to help someone else. So yes, ये उम्र में उस तरह की चीजें दिमाग में आता है, right? I don't mean to say कि इससे कम उम्र में नहीं आता है. Obviously it comes, but I'm saying that at this particular juncture of a change in your career, change in your life, this kind of thought process comes majorly to most of the human beings. Okay, that's why we are saying it. Now, as we said, I mean, today we will look into 5 ways to navigate a midlife career change. So that will be the topic of the discussion today. हम लोग 5 steps देखेंगे कि किस तरह से आपको navigate करना चाहिए when you want to change your career at a midlife stage. Even though you might not be at the midlife stage. Yes, Datta, thanks for your comment. It does come, correct. So even though you are not at a midlife stage, possibly, but still, this discussion, this talk will be helpful for you, because आज नहीं तो कल उस स्टेज में आप आओगे जरूर. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप नहीं आओगे, है ना? हो सकता है 2 साल और लगेगा, 3 साल या 5 साल और लगेंगे, but still you'll be coming to this stage. ही thought process से you will also go through, isn't it so? So let's come to the topic and let's look into these 5 steps. What is the first thing that we will look into? Well, very basic चीज जो हम लोग सबसे पहले देखेंगे is you need to determine your career goal. सबसे पहले कि कैरियर में करना क्या चाहते हो दोस्त, मतलब इस स्टेज में you might have a different career goal when you started. जब आपने 20 साल 25 साल में जब आपने कैरियर शुरू किया रहेगा, पॉसिबली उस टाइम में आपके कैरियर गोल कुछ अलग थे, राइट? कि मुझे मैनेजर बनना है सबसे पहले अगले 2-3 साल में, उसके बाद मैं ये मेरा ड्रीम कंपनी है, ये ड्रीम कंपनी में आई वुड लाइक टू वर्क. So certain things were there as a part of your goal at that time, career goal. But right now at your mid career stage, एक बार चेक कीजिए फिर से दोबारा, do you have the same career goal or it has changed? I think in 90% cases it might have changed because आपका नजरिया चेंज हो चुका है मेरे दोस्त. Your perception towards life have gone through a change in the last 15 years, 20 years. What exactly you want to do? What is the purpose of your life? वो सारे के सारे जो सवाल है जिंदगी के, उसके उनके जो जवाब है, that might have gone through a change in your life. So if those has gone through a change, then obviously you need to rethink about your career goal. Yes. So Datta is commenting that for her it has changed, and I'm sure for me also it has changed. I'm sure for many of you it has also changed from the time you started your career to the time that you're currently in. And most of the cases when we think about this, इस एज में हम लोग ऐसा कुछ मीनिंगफुल करना चाहते हैं, अपना लीगेसी छोड़ना चाहते हैं, सो दैट लोग हमें याद रखे. हमारे बच्चे बड़े होके बोले कि मेरे पापा मम्मी ये काम करते थे, मेरे पापा मम्मी ने ये अचीव किया, so that they do feel proud about you, about your career, what are the things that you have done. So from this perspective, it is very important that you rethink and determine your career goal 5, 10, 15 years down the line. Well, when you're thinking about your career goal 5, 10, 15 years down the line, don't limit yourself to the age of 60 years. जो retirement का age है, मत कीजिए. That concept has gone. There's no concept like a retirement age, my dear friends. So please don't limit yourself. Okay, right now I'm 55 years. So in my career goal, I'll make it only till 5 more years. Nothing like that. Keep it open-ended. Keep it open-ended. The world needs you, my dear friend. Maybe the organization doesn't need you after 60 years, but this world needs you. So when you're making your career plan, make it open-ended. Next 5, 10, 15 years down the line, what exactly you want to do. Now, आपने अगर ये पहला स्टेप सक्सेसफुली कर लिया, that means you know what are your career goals. The second thing that you need to do is, एक बार जनाब चेक कीजिए स्किल है कि आपके पास. Do you have the right kind of skills to achieve that career goal? आप बोलोगे yes, I have worked for the last 15-20 years. स्किल तो है मेरे पास. I do have all the skills that are needed. एक बार फिर से सोचिए. The world has changed over the last 15-20 years when you're busy achieving your career goal till now. And the world has gone from point A to point B to point C. Question is, are you up to date? Are you ready for the changes that are going to happen in the world in the next 5 years or next 10 years? आपको लगेगा कि मेरे पास स्किल्स हैं. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ स्किल्स विच आर ट्रांसफरेबल स्किल्स. किस तरह के स्किल्स होते हैं ट्रांसफरेबल स्किल्स? पॉसिबली योर मैनेजरियल स्किल, योर लीडरशिप स्किल, योर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, योर नेगोशिएशन स्किल्स, your ability to handle stress. So there can be so many skills which are transferable. Transferable का मतलब ये है, the job that you are doing, the role that you are playing, when you make a move in your career, in the new career also, this kind of skills will be useful. You can transfer the same skill to that new career. But having said that, you also need to know that there are new generation who has come to challenge you. जब आप बिजी थे आपका करियर बनाने में in the last 15-20 years, whole set of new breed of young people have come with latest knowledge. And one of the biggest area wherein they can beat you, they can go ahead of you, is what? The technology, right? And I'm sure that many of you do experience this particular aspect even in your home with your kids. Your kids know technology better than you. है कि नहीं? बताइए मेरे को कमेंट्स में. Do you have the same kind of experience? I'm having the same kind of experience with my small kid. He knows the system, the technology better than me. So agar if we have to move to a new career option, that new career option, in whatever extent, it may be as little as possible, but technology is going to play a role in that career, isn't it so? Yeah, so for Datta, it is yes. She's saying that the younger generation at her home also knows the technology better than her. And I'm sure that'll be true with most of you. कोई बताना चाहते, कोई नहीं बताना चाहते, but I'm sure actually है ऐसा, है ना? So that's why it is very important that you work on upskilling yourself. Now, जब आप upskilling करना चाहते हो, you need to look at what are the options that you do have. And that upskilling, the skill that you want to upskill yourself to, will have to be determined on the basis of the goal that you have selected for you. Possibly आप एक, say teacher बनना चाहते हो. Say you want to teach the younger generation and you want to become a teacher. So upskilling के लिए teacher बनने के लिए, if you want to teach in a university, obviously you'll be needing a PhD degree, right? That may be from a certification point of view, the technical aspect point of view. But apart from that, you also need to upskill yourself. Whatever the subject you want to teach, उस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में आपका नॉलेज अप टू डेट रखना पड़ेगा, right? Okay, yes, so Sudhir is saying is absolutely everyone needs to upskill in this era. Everyone needs to upskill. And इस बात को समझिए कि whenever you are trying to upskill yourself, the younger generation is very smart. They are also constantly upgrading themselves. So be careful. Don't fall prey of competing with them. I'm repeating. Don't fall prey of competing with the younger generation. कि उनको टेक्नोलॉजी के दो चीज आते हैं, मुझे दो चीज तो आना चाहिए, तीसरा चीज भी आना चाहिए. I would like to know better than them. Don't get into that competition. But upskill yourself for your own requirement because you want to change your career. And नए करियर में ये नए नए स्किल्स चाहिए, आप अपने आप को अपस्किल कीजिए. क्वेश्चन लोग पूछते हैं कि चलो अपस्किल तो समझ गए, बट किस तरह से करें अपस्किलिंग? ना अपस्किलिंग के बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस हैं. इन टुडेज एनवायरनमेंट you actually should not ask this question that किस तरह से करें, right? There are so many options available. When you are taking the options, be also ready to spend money if it is needed. सस्ते में मिल जाएगा, फ्री में मिल जाएगा बहुत सारे चीज, बट मेरे दोस्त अगर आपको क्वालिटी नॉलेज चाहिए, क्वालिटी अपस्किलिंग चाहिए, बी रेडी टू स्पेंड सम अमाउंट ऑफ मनी आल्सो फॉर दैट एक्टिविटी. You can join an online course. आजकल इतने सारे online courses available है, right? For that you need not go and attend a particular institute, visit a university, etc. आप बोलोगे मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है अपस्किलिंग करने का, कैसे करूं? जनाब घर में बैठ के करो, घर में बैठ के करो. यूनिवर्सिटी आपके पास आएगा. Yeah, the world has changed. The institute will come to you at your doorstep. But please upskill yourself. Don't be in that land of dreams that I know everything. I don't need any kind of upskilling. Yeah, so mere dost, that's very important. Now what is the third thing, third step that you need to keep in mind? Oh yes, that's the third step. Consider your family and financial obligations. चलो आपने प्लान तो बना लिया, आपने प्लान बना लिया कि मुझे ये करना है अगले 5 साल में, आई वॉन्ट टू चेंज माई कैरियर, मेरा डायरेक्शन चेंज करना है। अब तक मैं किसी दूसरे के लिए काम कर रहा था, राइट नाउ आई वॉन्ट टू गिव इट बैक टू द सोसाइटी। वेल, वेरी गुड, वंडरफुल थॉट, आई सल्यूट यू। बट एक बार, would you like to just check with your family members that what do they think? Would you like to just check your accounting statement, your financial obligations? Yes, I'm talking about this. How much money you need per month? How much money you need to spend for your kids, for your spouse, for your family, for your father, for your mother, and for some other philanthropic activity that you have been doing for so long? So it's very, very important to take the feedback from your other family members as well. You need to understand that you may actually get into something by pushing yourself without considering others' feedback, without considering others' opinion. But that may result into a very, very difficult situation for you, due to which you may actually come back to the same career that you have been doing for the last 15-20 years. That will not be a good situation at all, isn't it so? So जंपिंग करने से पहले ये बहुत जरूरी होता है कि आपके एनवायरनमेंट के सपोर्ट आपको मिले। इन द प्रोसेस यू मे एक्चुअली क्या कर सकते हो? द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू शुड डू, उन लोगों को पूछिए जो आपके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है। एंड व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पीपल हु आर डिपेंडेंट, ऑब्वियसली योर नियर फैमिली members who are dependent on you, सबसे पहले उनके साथ चेक कीजिए। One way of doing it, doing this particular discussion, this conversation with your near and dear ones could be, you can actually tell them कि when I'll be doing this, when we'll be making this move in my career, there will be struggles. Starting में struggles होंगे हमारे life में, but eventually long term में it will result into something good in our life. उनको समझाइए एंड उनको लॉजिकली, इमोशनली, दोनों तरफ से समझाइए। एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग थिंक्स फ्रॉम देयर लेफ्ट एंड राइट साइड ऑफ देयर ब्रेन, राइट? सम पीपल मे बी एक्स्ट्रा इन वन पर्टिकुलर साइड, बट हर ह्यूमन बीइंग चीजों को फ्रॉम ए इमोशनल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एंड फ्रॉम ए लॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एसेस करते हैं। सो व्हेन यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग, try to explain from both the perspectives, and possibly अगर आपका explanation बहुत अच्छा रहा and convincing enough, then your family members will tell you, okay, we support you, you go ahead, we are with you. Wouldn't that be so good for you? Wouldn't that be so much motivating for you, so much inspiring कि आपको पूरा एनर्जी मिल जाएगा अपने आप को झोंकने के लिए। Now when you have done this particular aspect, that means you have talked to your family members, you have considered your financial obligations, and you have taken their confirmation, and go ahead also to start journey towards a career change. Then the fourth aspect comes, the fourth step comes. And what is this fourth step talks about? The fourth step आपको बोलते हैं कि भाई साहब शुरू कर दीजिए। You start the transition. Now when you talk about start the transition, please remember that ये switch off switcher नहीं है. It is not like directly jump from point A to point B overnight. So a complete shift may not be possible and may not be the right thing to do at this moment. Don't take hasty decisions. Don't take decisions based on emotions. Don't take decisions based on what your friends are suggesting to you. Why I'm saying so? Because considering that you have given a proper thought into the third step that we talked. Third step में हमने बोला कि आपने अपने फैमिली मेंबर के साथ बात किया, नियर एंड डियर वंस को कॉन्फिडेंस में लिया, अगर आपने वो वाला एक्टिविटी ठीक से किया, then don't get carried away by what other peoples are telling you, what your friends are telling you. So don't take a hasty decision. That's very important. Now, कहने की बातें हैं, सबके लाइफ में पैशन होते हैं, बट रिमेंबर पैशन एंड प्रैक्टिकलिटी कुड बी डिफरेंट. जो पैशन दिखता है, कभी मेरा पैशन हुआ करता था कि मैं सिंगर बनना चाहता था, मुझे गाने का शौक है बहुत ज्यादा, बट प्रैक्टिकलिटी वाज that wouldn't have paid my bills. So I had to do job, I had to get into my career to earn money to pay my bills. So I'm sure that for all of you, you also have certain type of passion in your life, but that passion, you need to give it a hold and a careful thought before you take a decision to completely jump there from your current profession. So be practical in your decision. That's the fourth thing that you need to keep in mind. The fifth thing, once you have taken all these aspects, the fifth part or the fifth step, जो कि आपको आगे बढ़ाने में हेल्प करेगा in your career change initiative, is to network within your desired circle or desired field. Networking, my dear friend, is so very important. I still remember one of my mentor many years back, around 15 years back, one thing that that person has suggested, I still remember that point. He told me that time that, Ritiman, whatever asset, whatever tangible things that you are earning in your life will never be equal to the strength of network that you build over your life. Remember, you should spend sufficient amount of time in building network with the right people. Underline, right people. So networking will be very, very important when you are thinking of changing your career. You want to make a career shift. And with people of your chosen field. Agar if you want to become a freelancer, then try to create a network of people who are also into freelancing. Because तभी राइट एनर्जीज पास होंगे, तभी राइट इंफॉर्मेशन आपके कान में आएगा, एंड दोज इंफॉर्मेशन, दोज सपोर्ट विल हेल्प यू टू slowly have a strong hold in that particular career option for you. Proper networking can also help you find that person who can push you to that unknown, right? ये हमारे लिए unknown है, एक नया career option आप try कर रहे हो. So in that unknown field, if you get the right person through networking, that person will be helping you, giving you the courage. चलो आगे बढ़ो, मैं पीछे हूं. Go ahead, I am there for you. Believe me, वो शब्द बोलने वाला बंदा आपके लाइफ में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. Don't leave that person if you get hold of that person ever. And you also need to remember that when you want to switch your career, someone in the industry, if that person says that you are capable or you are worth exploring in this particular area, that works better than you searching to make a position in that new career option. अगर कोई आपके बारे में बोल दे किसी दूसरे से, that works wonders. The word of mouth, the trust, किसी दूसरे के जरिए build करना आसान रहता है than you working hard to build that trust. It's not that you cannot build, you can build, but that might take a few months, a few years extra as compared to somebody else vouching for you, somebody else giving the trust, हाँ इनको आप भरोसा कर सकते हो. If you go to this person will be giving you the value of your effort, of your money. So इसीलिए please network with the right kind of people in your chosen area, in your chosen field, and get result in the form of wonders. So friends, I come to the end of today's talk. So today we discussed 5 steps to navigate to a midlife career change. I'm sure this would have made little bit of impact, little bit of value addition to your effort if you're already at that particular stage and rethinking about making a change in your career. So if you think that this might help someone else, please go ahead and do that service as a human being to somebody else. Share this video, put a comment. I'd like to read your comments, and I ensure I respond to your comments, and make a change in someone else's life also, a positive change. Thank you for being here. And next Sunday, we will come once again with one more topic which will impact your career and will help you to grow in your career quickly. Till the time, take care of your health, both physical and mental. Bye bye. Good night.